This video will explain about past perfect tense. So, one example of the past perfect tense in the sentence is like I had done. So first of all, let's see when we use this kind of tense. The past perfect tense expresses an activity that occurred before another time in the past. For example, when Sarah arrived at the party, Paul had already gone home. So we have two activity or two action happen in the past. The first one, Sarah arrived at the party. This is in the past. And another activity is Paul had already gone home. Now this activity happened before this one. So this one complete before this one. And then we have another theory in this kind of sentence, which is the conjunction. Usually there are some conjunction that you can find. For example, like by the time, when, or before, or since, and else. But usually conjunction that usually come is when, or by the time, or before. And how is the pattern of this kind of sentence? For the affirmative sentence, the pattern is subject, had, and then verb 3 or past participle, followed by object or complement. For the negative sentence, subject, had, plus not, and then verb 3 or past participle, and then object or complement. For the interrogative sentence, the had moved into the beginning, followed by subject, and then verb 3, and then the last object or complement. Don't forget the question tag. Let's see an example for the affirmative sentence. I had studied English before you came. So the first activity is you came, and the second activity I had studied. So I had studied happened before you came. Another example, when Anna arrived at the party, Dara had already gone home. The first action or activity, Anna arrived at the party. And the second one, Dara had already gone home. So Dara had already gone home happened before Anna arrived at the party. And for the negative sentence, I had not studied English before you came. So I had not studied English happened before you came. Another example, the train had not left when I arrived at the station. So the first activity, the train had not left, followed by I arrived at the station. We always have a conjunction in this sentence. But these conjunctions can be in another form than this. Jadi dia bisa aja bentuknya selain when or before. Or bisa juga dia tidak ada sama sekali conjunctionnya. Then you have to check the content of the sentence or the passage. And then for the interrogative sentence, we move the had into the beginning. Had you studied English before I came? Had Sam left by the time Sam got here? Oh, sorry, we have to change another person. So for this interrogative sentence, you can answer it in the form of past tense or in the complete sentence, or you can just answer, had you studied English before I came? Yes, I had studied English before you came, or you can say, yes, I did. Seperti itu juga boleh. And then present perfect tense bedanya apa sih sama past tense? So present perfect tense, as you have learned before, begin in the past and then continue in the present without or the time isn't specified. Jadi tanpa waktu yang spesifik yang diberikan jelas kapan sih terjadinya. But for the past perfect, it is an action or activity that complete in the past before another activity in the past. Let's see the example. Present perfect tense. Who is that woman? I have seen her before, but I can't remember where. So, who is that woman, that person? Jadi, pertanyaan tersebut diajukan now. I have seen her before. She or he said that have seen berarti terjadinya di waktu lampau in the past. But for the past perfect, I wasn't sure who she was. I had seen her before, but I couldn't remember where. So the had seen past perfect happened before the past. Past perfect, past tense, now. And we also have a conjunction before in here. Usually, in this kind of sentence that follow by conjunctions, it is usually in the form of simple past like this. I could, couldn't. Jadinya tapi ini bentuknya negatif. So we have the present perfect tense, past perfect tense followed by simple past tense atau simple past tense, and then another sentence is in the form of past perfect tense. And then the last, how is it simple past tense differ from the past perfect? Jadi simple past tense versus past perfect. Simple past is an action that occur in the past, stop, and then finish. Jadi dia terjadinya di waktu lampau, already complete. For example, I ate Indomie yesterday. Nah, in here we have the specific time terjadinya kapan. Yesterday, a few years ago, last week, last month, last year, several months ago, and etc. But past perfect berarti there's another activity that happened before this past action or past activity. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat group. Assalamualaikum.